Just like that, I'm back to loving life again. Dreaming dreams about back home, riding on the wind. When I close my eyes, I find some peace in.
Yo, what is up? You are deep off in God's country with one boy, Reid.
And one man, Dan.
Dang it.
Left it out there for me.
As soon as I said it, I knew I did it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Where we take a weekly drive to the my bad, Ray. Where we take a weekly to the intersection of country music and the great outdoors. Two things that go together like being 16 and fleeing to Mexico.
Or fireworks on the 4th of July. 250, baby.
250.
And this is brought to you by our
FIDDY.
main sponsor, Tacticam Reveal and Defend.
AC.
You got a verse? Well, we better hurry.
Oh, yeah.
I better hurry.
Yeah, when it's 437 degrees outside and it's too hot to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Pull up your Reveal app and look at pics of deer like you're sitting there.
And if you got something needing surveilled outside, like the tractor door and Airbnb, just throw yourself up a Defend 360 and spy on your guests as they walk to their cars.
As they TT outside.
Oh, didn't think about that.
TT off your porch with a 360 in their face.
Hey.
Don't sue us.
Nope.
Sue Dan.
The country?
You.
So Dan? Clicking all cylinders over here.
Do the thing. Let's go. Do the thing.
Joe Dee Messina
That's not
was
the
our
plan.
guest, and she didn't sing "Somebody's gonna give you a lesson and leave, and somebody's gonna give you back what you've been given, and I hope that I'm around to watch them knock you
I don't know
down.
this next part.
It's like you to love and leave them, just like you love me and left me. It's like you to do that sort of thing
Oh.
over and over again. You're a foolhardy man.
Mine are sick. That's that.
Dude, she had some killers, bro.
We did a little one.
Mm-hmm.
Did one on the
And
show.
you know, there's something about her songs. The chords change so much, and it's not complicated changes, but they just bum bum bum.
Yeah, a lot of movement.
Bum, bum,
different
bum.
things.
Yeah, it's just
different levels.
A lot of movement.
Somebody gonna give you back what you been given.
Syncopated, dude.
Killer, dude.
Yeah.
That's killer songwriting.
I mean, so is bye bye love. I'll catch you later. That's bum.
I mean, bring on the rain.
Yeah, she had a million. Anyway, she's
Joe
awesome.
Dee Messina, dude, on fire for life, man.
Did you get a little shook when she came in? I'm like, she's a mega star, dude.
I don't think I did as much as Jordan.
Yeah.
Because that was, dude, you were shook. That was a big day for you.
Like a red hair ride together type situation.
Yeah, you were excited about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like growing up, there wasn't many. There was Reba, and then there was her. Redheads don't really have a ton of representation. So, I mean, that album, no skips. I know every word to every song.
I don't think I told her this, but I saw her at the Franklin Mall one time at the Apple store or something, and was like, I didn't know it was Jody Messina, but I knew. I was like, that's a big country singer.
That's crazy because I saw her at the Spring Hill Mall and she had a wig on. She had a hat.
Wait, Spring Hill has a mall?
I'm sorry. Cool Springs. I always get that mixed up. Cool Springs Mall. She had on a hat that was like a fedora and it had red.
This is the same time. We were there together.
Oh, okay. But we didn't live in Nashville.
Because I want to
say it was like a youth group trip.
Because you knew. I
was
knew
like, that's Jody Messina.
Yeah. And I was like, how you know that? Yeah, that's right.
I was like, because she has on a
she
fake fedora
she went incognito, dude.
Incognito.
That's crazy.
Incognito should be your name if you ever.
I don't think I'll ever need to.
Gotta go incog.
Hey, exclusive story. It's pretty funny from Joe Dee. She's never said anything about it. She never told anybody this story. She has a brand new record, Bridges, out. Great songs on it, man. She's singing it from the heart. She's writing it from the heart. She has a message behind it. She's on fire for helping artist
come back to earth.
Come back to earth, man, and take a break from the chaos that this industry can do.
Yeah, be healed.
That's right. You
just got a passion for it. It's fun to hear about.
Doing a lot of things toward that. So go check out our new record, Bridges, out everywhere. And we hope you love this podcast with Dee Messina. Subscribe, hit the follow button, share it with your fam, with your moms and them. Appreciate the support. Dog. That's right. Hit your boys up. Comment. Don't hate. Just comment. Comment good things, dude. Be positive.
And have some grace, dude. Have some grace.
Follow the light.
See you later.
Peace. Hey, buckle up, people. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one.
We've been talking Jesus for an hour since the camera started.
I've been wanting to turn the recorder on 30 minutes ago.
That's my heart. Right?
Hailing from Massachusetts. She's a mama. She just said it to two boys. Massachusetts.
It's a CH.
Massachusetts. So you actually... Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So you sneeze in the middle of it. Hailing from Massachusetts.
The home of country music.
She's a mama of two boys. She's the first female country artist to score 3 consecutive multi-week #1 singles. With 6 total #1s, we might add. Over 5 million records sold worldwide, Grammy nominated, CMA and ACM winning, a trailblazer in country music. Her new album, Bridges, dropped on 6/5, and it is something special.
Thank you.
We've got the one, the only, Dee Messina in God's
Hello. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
The happiest podcast. Like, I was so on fire to get here. I think I got up at 5 this morning.
I got up at 5, but it's not because I wanted to.
I got up at about 5:30 to a kid screaming, going, "I want to get up! My blanket! It's off of me! I want to get up!"
Daddy.
How
He was
old?
cold. He'll be 3 in August. Yeah.
This is the magic.
And our 4-year-old was in our bed with us. So that's why the song, Days, what is it?
Days You Don't Get Back.
Dude,
I wrote that with Tyler Hubbard.
crushed me on the way in this morning. Like that is my life. And let's just jump into it. Like,
and when those babies knocking, come and wake you up at 2.
Yeah. Put them in the bed with you.
Miss the cries and how they climb in bed with you.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, and I really want to believe it. I really want to believe it, but it's tough right now.
I saw a woman in Target. I know, I'm not going to let you talk.
No.
I'm so excited, you guys. I bet, please forgive me if I step all over you. I'm so excited. But I saw a woman in Target, and she had 3. One was in the seat. One was maybe she had 4. 2 in the bin, in the buggy, and then whatever you call them. We call them carts where I come from.
Right.
But anyways.
Shopping cart.
Or a shopping cart.
Cat. And a yard.
And then one running around.
Sounds like it's probably my wife.
So flustered. And I put my hand on her arm and I said, I know you don't believe this now, but these are the best years. Like, it is so chaotic and so insane, but they are the best because it's when your children are the most reachable and the most lovable. Why are you laughing?
She's crying.
Your wife is laughing.
So I tell, and here's why that song got me so much is like, well, there's this little country store beside us, and I've told this much times, but I take my kids down there some mornings just to sit there and watch people walk in and out, different cultures, different ethnicities, just like to let them say hi to everybody and hello and see people and communicate. Everybody, just about everybody that walks, they're like, hey man, soak that up. Enjoy that. And I hear it. And if you're walking through the Walmart, or if you're in Dollar General or the dump and you got your kids, man, people are going, hey, don't take this for granted. Like, I know it's hard, and I think God allows me to hear that so often and so consistently, because it is the moments at 2:00 in the morning when you feel a knock on your leg and you're like, no, not again. Like, I just want some sleep. Right. And you look over and you see your daughter, and like those things, that song, those types of things just fill my brain in that moment and go,
Next
man,
time
pick her up and put her in the bed with you and wrap her real close.
Yeah.
Because one day she's not going to do that. And I just feel like I can get real frustrated with life and the pace of it with 2 jobs and 2 dogs and 2 kids. And I've been dealing with it lately. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of weight, and it's a lot. And I feel like I can get in this little shell I've got and miss everything beautiful and magical that's happening around me. That's God's blessing me with constantly, because I'm looking inward instead of at the light, you know.
Well, I want you to think of it from a 3-year-old. She's 3 or 4? 3, doesn't matter.
She's 4.
We have 5 basically from
6
1
to
to
1.
7.
Okay.
So take your pick.
So I'll say 3. So when a 3-year-old knocks at the door, what you hear is, I need safe.
Yeah.
She sees you as safe, right? You're her safe place. Like anything that could scare her, get to her, if she's with you, nothing's going to get
What a
she's
picture of
safe.
the gospel that is.
Well, I mean, it is, but it is, right? Like, the Lord is my refuge. The Lord is my rock. He is my shield. He is my shelter. You are that. Do you know what I mean? And so when it's not like, hey, Dad, I want to play.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, it's like, hey, Mom, Dad, I need safe. And where do I go? You.
Between you.
You. Like, what a blessing that is. So next time, look at that and go, of course, mine won't be waking me up. They're a little bit older. So it's easy for me to say, but even when you roll over, just think, I'm the safe.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, God, for making me the safe. Because thank you, she's not locking herself in her closet.
No doubt.
Oh,
Because
no
you're
doubt,
not
man.
safe.
Ain't no doubt, man.
Right? You could have
Or
a
going
child.
and seeking safe from somebody else.
Right.
Somewhere
Even at
else.
3 or 4 or 5, what I've seen is, unfortunately, what I've seen is kids who will learn to isolate and hide themselves in a box, under a bed, under a blanket, whatever, because they don't have a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
And so just absorb that and just say, thank you, God, that my children feel safe.
No doubt.
I got a buddy in Mississippi that's just every now and then he'll come out with the most sage like advice or wisdom. And we were talking about it, and he said about kids, and he said, dude, let your daddy come to your house right now and spend the night. He said, you'll sleep better than you've ever slept in your life with him.
Ooh,
He
so
said,
good.
How true is that?
And dude, it really got me thinking about it. And I think it's because when you have a parent like that, you can completely release any inhibitions you have or thoughts or bad things. Like you're safe.
Nothing.
You're 100% safe. And to me, isn't that like the gospel? I mean, essentially, like even if you're laying there by yourself, if your daddy was to come put his hand on your chest, which is what essentially God can do for you,
Right.
Tell me you wouldn't sleep like a baby.
And that's all. And that's
like a
and that's-
baby.
but- and it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like that's all he wants from us. Like I love
That's
when
all
my
he
baby
wants is for us
Dude,
to
when
crawl
my-
in bed with him and cuddle and
and
like
draw
be
near.
safe.
It's what we
Yes,
talked about.
draw
Like when
near
my
me.
kid, when my little boy does this to me, dude, how fast am I picking him up, and how tight am I holding him into me?
Yeah.
dude, that's what God's doing. He's like, hey man, I'm not. You ain't got to be perfect. You're gonna mess up, and when you go do your own thing, go do your own thing. But like, come back to me. When you come back to me, and I'm right here with open arms, man.
I do have one kid that I need to be scared of something. Something.
Oh yeah, the one that jumps off the roof into the pool or whatever.
Well, the one that jumps off the ledge in the pool and he can't swim because he's 1.5. I mean, this guy has like, I need him to be scared. He'll pick up
God
spiders.
He's gonna be an
will put-
experienced guy. He's gonna have to learn by experience.
God
by
will
fire.
put a reflection of yourself into one of your children.
Well, he's already got a gut, so I kind of feel like he already has.
Hey, let's get into what you're mad at. I ain't mad at nothing. What you mad at? Just tell us what it is. What you mad at? Is it your in-laws' kids? Might be your boss man or your neighbor's cat. Just tell us what you mad at. I ain't mad at nothing. I'm glad you're here. I think God sent you to this podcast for me today. For real.
Really?
Swear. I prayed my morning, like prayer this morning was like, hey, like, let me talk about God today. Let me talk about you today with somebody, some stranger, somebody put something in my life today where I'm talking about you more.
Yes.
You came in
And
the door.
here it
You
is.
came in the door screaming
Here
about
it
it.
is. I know. I don't know anything that I'm mad at right now, though. What are you mad at right now? Oh, you're weed eater.
I mean, my worldly little thing, and I've got millions, but is when you're cranking a weed eater and you can't get it to go. And you can't get it to go.
I'm mad at. Okay, now I can think of
But
it.
I'm not mad at that.
You're not gonna. I didn't give you any like preview of this,
It's all right.
but
I can't wait.
I am mad at my puppy. He's a bull mastiff. And I came home the other day. All the furniture's pushed against the wall.
Puppy as in like, is he a puppy or just a pup? Like puppy dog puppy?
Like he's 8 months old,
Yeah, I got one of those.
but the size of a tank. Like he is so solid.
one of
He
those.
can like. I think he's gonna knock somebody's knee out at some point because he runs around like a puppy.
Even
but when
maybe
he
with his tail.
hits you, and he's like just solid. So I came home the other day. All the furniture's pushed up against the door, and he's got something in his mouth. I'm like, hey, drop it, drop it, drop it. And he drops it, and it's the head of a bunny rabbit. My 14-year-old's there like, hey, Mom, you want me to get that? I was like, could you? I don't know if it was a stuffed animal. He's like, I don't have any rabbits. And I was like...
And I don't think they bleed.
Well, there was no blood.
Oh.
Why? Maybe it was already dead.
It had been.
It had been for a while, probably.
It had been decapitated for a while, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then he just like,
But it was like...
a toy.
He's like, that looks fun, like a
eyes
ball.
wide open, little ears, and I was like,
Yeah.
is that that's a rabbit head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a lot of rabbits
Not
getting
happy with
snatched this month because they're little, so they're getting snatched up by hawks,
Predators.
and coyotes.
See, that's what I think. I think a bird got it, and he just got what was left over.
no doubt. Otherwise,
yeah.
there would have been.
Yeah, you'd have seen the rest of it.
murder.
The whole
It'd been a
rabbit would have
murder
been
scene.
in there.
There was no blood. I looked in the yard. I looked in the house. I looked under the couch.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're straight.
You're good.
So stupid
that's
hawk. We'll just blame a hawk.
Yeah, blame a hawk.
I ain't never seen one, but
Blame a
no,
hawk.
I have.
Ride a cowboy.
What are you mad at?
What can I be mad at? I'm not really mad at anything.
The vibes are high
I'm
today.
sorry. Did
Vibes are
you
up
take the
today.
highway coming to work today?
Yeah, maybe we should just be what you glad at.
What you glad at today, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Amen.
I'm glad at this shirt that Jumps got me. It's pretty cool. She's my stylist.
Yeah.
You look happy.
I'm a happy guy. Got a lot of things to be happy about.
No doubt. Hey, before we get into music stuff, I just want to talk about like your upbringing and where you're from, and I want to like a little glimpse into who you were back then.
Oh, scrappy.
So
Scrappy
from
and feisty.
Massachusetts.
And that a boy.
Excuse me.
Scrappy. I was scrappy, and it comes out here and there. I think my manager saw it a couple weeks ago. Where you just past the point of exhaustion, and you're like, I just don't have time. I'm sorry, I don't want to be fluffy, but
Yeah.
I was raised by a single mother, so I was a latchkey kid when it was safe to be a latchkey kid. We were out at dawn and came home at the when the street lights turned on. You had something not nice to say to someone, you'd say it to their face as opposed to behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
Right? That took guts as opposed to,
No doubt.
and I don't even include my picture in my profile. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I spent a lot of time, I say on the streets. I did not live on the streets, but I spent a great deal of time outside, behind the local convenience store, at the pond, fishing, scurrying around trying to find things. Yeah. And I was a tomboy. I had a dirt bike. I rode it to school in middle school, and they
You rode
called
it
me
to
to
school.
the office. I put it on the bike rack. I mean, I put it where it belonged with the bikes.
Yeah, it would fit.
And so I got called to the office. They're like, you need to get that off of school property. I'm like, okay. But Mom, I had to go home early
they
from
told me
school.
to.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. And so rough. I wasn't, bows and fluffy things.
Well, how did you even like get into country music?
I was
it
sent
early?
away to a boarding school for a year, half a year. And there were kids from all over the country, and somebody was there from Florida and was listening to country music, and I was like, oh, I love that.
Do you remember what it was? What were they listening to?
I remember I turned on the country music station, because they were like, oh, this is the station. So I turned on the country music station, and I sent this over. There was, and we actually have video of me that we will give you of me singing this with my guys out by the front of the bus. But that first song I heard, one of the first ones that I remember was, baby, I lied when I told you I could walk away
Oh, melody.
and forget about the love we made. I swear on my heart, I was telling the truth at the time. And I was like, oh, she's singing about me. Like she feels that hurt. She feels that, and so, yeah, I mean, that's when I was like, oh, country music, it sings about my life. And that's
Wow.
when I
Were
really
you
gravitated to
sent to boarding school because of behavioral things or because of like time management things? Was it easier?
Because I was truant. They called it truant. then.
Truancy
You missed
officer.
too much school.
Yeah, okay.
Because, when my mom had a day off of work, I'd want to stay home with her. She
Absolutely.
was like my safe place. And so I wanted to stay home with her. So I would miss school days. And then
when I didn't want to go to school, she was at work, so I wouldn't go to school. And I just, had other things to do.
I
can't miss more than 10 days of school
Right.
or else, they called back then they had a truant officer, and I grew up in such a small town that everybody knew everybody. So it's like, Jody Messina's not in school today. So they'd come by the house and be like, all right, we need to take you to school. And then it was just like, it got to be too much. So they're like,
Where was your boarding school?
Huh?
Where was the boarding
It was in
school?
Burlington, Vermont.
Wow.
They sent you across state lines?
Country
They
music
did.
in
What-
Vermont,
what age?
huh?
2 states. 13.
Yeah.
Golly, that's terrifying.
My mom was a single mom. She was at her wit's end. So
Sure.
she was just like, I
Yeah.
need help.
No doubt.
And
no,
my
no.
dad's like, well, we can send her away to this boarding school. Maybe that'll help her. And so I ran away from there. And
Well, it kind of did. I mean, you.
I
Did it help you? Did it help
I
you?
mean, she found country music there.
I got kicked out of boarding school. That's how bad it was.
Where do you go
But
from
most
boarding
of
school?
it was-
Where does boarding
Because,
school
like,
send you?
delinquency?
No, I didn't go to jail. Oh my gosh, I've never told this story. But so I had this boy that I liked, and I wanted to see him. He got expelled, and so I left boarding school. Gosh, the day. There was an airline called People's Airline.
No way.
And I took some money from, I think it was my money from the office to get a ticket. I left the school. It was a much safer time. And I somehow got a ride to the airport. I don't remember how, if it was a bus or something.
Probably a motorcycle.
Was on People's Airline. I mean, I got down there.
You got on an airline.
I got down there, and then my mom's like, forget it. I'm sending you to be with your sister in Mexico. My sister was in the missionary. So they flew me from Florida to Mexico, and I was fighting it every step of the way. So I was in Reynosa, Mexico, and I ran away again
Oh my gosh.
because I did not want to be there. They had to eat beans, and
So you're
and they had to
running
soak
around in
them.
Mexico?
Bye is just
No
true,
joke.
dog.
No
That
joke.
is
So it's so funny.
bye to everybody, everywhere.
So I've never told this story. So Reynosa, Mexico, 4:00 in the morning. Now, if I did that
my
today, I would
gosh.
be in some serious trouble. You would probably never see me again. But I went back home. I was walking for the border, and I walked for the border. It was across the base of her ministry was in McAllen, Texas, and then they worked in Reynosa. So, and it was scary. I mean, it was like, yo mama, and I was a kid, right? So I'm in
Oh,
a
my
like foreign
goodness.
country. It's it's the missionary. So we would go to neighborhoods to cardboard boxes and all that, and serve them beans. And I was just like, I can't deal with this. Oh my gosh. So we ran away. They stopped me at the border, and ladies and gentlemen, I was one of the first people to be escorted by the air police, the air marshals,
Where do they take you?
home.
Where
brought me-
is home?
So they flew me back to Boston, but I had
Okay.
an air marshal sitting next to me the whole time.
Oh
They had you ain't
As
going
a
nowhere.
13-year-old kid. I know you think no one's ever heard that story. Oh my gosh.
That's
But,
a cool story.
it's cool now, but
It's cool now,
I think
yeah.
it would be so different if you look at these cities,
no
like
doubt.
what they're
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah, no doubt.
And running the border between Texas and Mexico as a 13-year-old girl,
Jeez.
golly.
So you just walked?
I just walked. And then they stopped me at the border because they didn't have any ID or anything.
Well, sure.
And so they started calling. They're like, okay, who's your mom?
What
Who's
was your
my
plan?
poor
Just
mother.
to walk all the way back somehow?
I just wanted to get back across
You didn't
the
have a
border.
plan. Just to
figure
I
it
didn't
out.
have a plan.
You seem like somebody that doesn't necessarily always have a plan. You just kind of
I'll
go.
figure it out, though.
You-
I'll figure it out.
Agreed.
I thought you were gonna.
Hard work
I thought
never
you were gonna
scared me.
figure it out when you were trying to get in
I'm
that
gonna
thing.
fit in this. I'll do it before
I think if you
leave.
curled up like a little,
I can do it. I can get in there.
I think I could like slide you in there.
You
and
can't
then
film me getting in there, but you can film me once I'm in there because it won't be pretty.
So when did the family band thing take place?
Ooh, probably about a year or two later.
Okay.
And so that's when I was like, I want to sing. My uncle had passed away. I was named after my uncle, Joseph Dunlop. That's why they call me Joe D.
Cool.
Because that's what
that's
they used to call
awesome.
him in school. So he passed away, and I wrote a song to just try to deal with that grief. Someone heard it. They're like, can you record this? And so I put it on a cassette tape. They played it for a local agent. The agent's like, why don't you come out and start singing with me? I wanted to sing more than 1 or 2 songs a night, but the whole New England circuit got to know who I was from singing with this guy who'd been around for 100 years. And so I put my own band together. My brother played the drums. My sister played bass. We hired a guitar player.
What was the name
I played
of it?
acoustic, the Dee Messina band.
yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lots of thought went into that one.
Nice. Yeah, it's awesome.
Brilliant.
Were y'all just doing covers? Were you writing your own tunes? Were you
No, we did like maybe one or two of the songs.
originals? Yeah.
I wonder who stopped the rain. That's all I know of that song.
Yeah, it's one
But
of the
I wrote
first
it.
ones. One of your first. Yeah.
I wrote a song about rain. Imagine that. Bring on.
So bring it on, dude.
Oh,
Bring it on,
So,
man.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
okay. You're yourself now. Looking back,
Oh my gosh.
then at your 25-year-old, or how old were you going then? Like into that, like were you proud of those days? Are you proud of the band days?
Oh, the band days, yes. Because when I left that guy's band and formed my own band, he kind of blackballed me on the circuit. And
Oh,
I would
for sure,
I would go into these clubs that I played, and they'd be like, "Sorry, we can't hire you." I said, "Well, what about this?" And this is like, I couldn't even drive. So I was like 15 maybe. And I'm working these deals with club owners saying, what if we come and we play for free? If we pack it out, then you pay us the next time. And so that's what we did. And we built
Nice.
a reputation around the circuit of having crowds show up.
Yeah.
You know, just even then it was, you know, fan based, fan driven, fan support, having that connection with the fans that people say even now, it's like
Grassroots
you're
in it.
so connected with your fans.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because I appreciate them.
Yeah.
You know?
So how does that transition into being in Nashville?
Oh, I graduated high school. My friends went to college, and it was like I either go to college or go to Nashville.
Or jail? Yeah.
So I was beyond the trouble.
You've
at
already
that
been
point.
everywhere else.
It was just a short phase.
There's only
in
one
life.
place left to go.
No,
Well, two.
no.
Two,
Because
actually.
I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs in high school. I
Yeah.
didn't like that. My passion. It was almost like right before I got to high school, God's like, here's what I want, or whatever. I had this desire to sing. So every prom, every football game, every
nice.
homecoming, every party, I was working.
Yeah.
I was playing and I loved it. And so that's all I wanted to do. So that really was a safe haven for me. I'm sure my mom was like, thank you, God.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I don't have to chase her around the streets. And I
Right.
was, in my yearbook, it does say, and I think I have it somewhere, our designated driver. I mean, I had my first sip of wine or drink of alcohol when I was 30.
Nice.
30.
You didn't care. You just want to play music.
I
sing
just wanted
music.
to play music. And I saw what a fool, you know, alcohol made people, because I would play like restaurant like clubs, like restaurant bars, like a restaurant with a bar in it. And I watch people get there at night and get sauced, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like that's
It is kind of eye opening when you're watching that go down, because it never seems to really make anybody better.
Yeah, that's really a good observation.
From the because we played music forever too, and watching that from the stage, I always say this: they think there's like a mirror that you can't see out, but really, I learned a whole lot about life and what I didn't necessarily want to fall into by playing those shows, playing those clubs.
Right.
Kind of wild.
As a kid, yeah.
Yeah, I was probably 20, 20s, early 20s.
Then I was on the road, couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, here, have a glass of this. And I was like, hey, this is good.
This does make you sleep.
I know.
Go right to
It
sleep.
doesn't help you sleep, by the way. It'll wake you up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, for an hour. It'll put you to sleep for an hour.
Yeah.
So was Nashville, like your move to Nashville, was it the same thing? Like I don't really know I don't know anybody. I don't have any family. I'm just gonna go figure it out. Like your mantra right now is
So there was a couple that used to come see me sing in New England. They moved down, opened a limousine service. And so I contacted them and was like, hey, can I stay with you until I find a place? So I stayed with them for about 5 weeks, found some other people from Massachusetts that were renting an apartment, went into a group situation with like 6 of us living in one spot. And then, just started trying. My first few years here was trying to survive,
Yeah.
like make money to pay for my car. I had my car repossessed so many times that I knew the repo guy.
No
You're
way.
not supposed to. I can't tell you his name, but you're not supposed to talk to the repo guy. You
Right.
stay away from them, and you don't come out of your house because they think. Remember this? There was an old movie called Repo Man. I don't think I ever saw it. I think it's older than me, but they would come out and they'd like start shooting at the repo guy.
Yeah.
The repossession
don't
guy.
take my car.
Yeah, don't take
Not
my
your
car.
car.
Right.
Yeah.
I got drugs in the back of that thing.
Yeah.
That's my living.
No doubt.
So, but you're not supposed to. But I lived in a little teeny tiny house, and he would back up, and it was like outside my bedroom, and so it's like beep beep beep. You hear it, you see the lights. I'm like, oh, he's here again. And I'd walk out and be like, hey, can I just get my stuff out of the front seat? And after a while, he's like, he'd be standing out there and be like, hey, you want to get your stuff out? I had a repo so many times. I couldn't wait till I paid that sucker off. I did. I ended up paying it off.
So you're playing gigs around town just to kind of stay afloat, or were you just working, or how are you making?
Not gigs, because back then we didn't have Broadway. Broadway was the Ernest Tubb Record Shop.
Yeah.
It was Tootsie's. And maybe one other bar down there. And then it was the Rug Shop, Acme Feed Shop. It wasn't, here's 24 hours a day music or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
4 floors, everybody's playing.
And then we have all these different shifts and all these. I was shocked at how little opportunity there was to sing. There were talent nights where you could get up and like open mic nights, talent nights. I needed money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I will join and see if I could win for the cash. And
You won some stuff.
I did win. I won a chance. Won the finale. I remember the pants I was wearing. They were so cool back then.
Were they cooler than those? Because those are freaking cool.
These
cool
are
pants.
really. I wear happy pants often.
Nice.
I lead worship for kids every Tuesday during the school year, and so I always wear happy pants for the littles.
That's
'Cause
awesome.
It's like 18 months to 8th grade,
Yeah.
and of course the 8th graders could care less.
Yeah. But the 18 months,
The 18 months, they like my happy pants.
Like those pants.
Where do you leave?
Judah, I love your
do you
flowers.
where do you do that at?
A Montessori school outside of Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so, but anyways, your question was, I didn't.
No,
go
let me hit you with this
the
one.
happy pants. Let me just finish that one thought.
Go for it.
So I had won a chance to, because that's a really big, important thing in the career. I won the finale, won a chance to perform on a radio show where my producer, Byron Gallimore, heard me, who was
Wow.
producing Tim McGraw
Okay.
at the time. I didn't network the way most people did. I didn't hang out in bars, right? Remember,
Yeah.
I didn't drink.
Right.
So in my early 20s, you know, it was like I didn't go to the bars or writers' nights because I didn't drink and I didn't know what to do. So the few people that I met were the ones that were instrumental in my career. That was through those talent nights.
Yeah,
That is
and
awesome.
that's what I was going to ask you. Is like what and that seems like the moment that it's like, oh man, I might can do this. This might work and have a career in country music. Was that the turning point for you meeting Byron and starting a
It was
relationship
now
with
I've
him?
got something to do. You have to remember, now they call it imposter syndrome. Back then, it was low self-esteem. It was all of our wounds, right? So single kid, I mean, not a single kid, I'm sorry, a kid from a single parent home. You know, we didn't have a lot of money. I was the poor kid. I was ugly. I was fat. I was whatever, you know, the enemy wanted to convince me of. That was the deal.
Sure.
I was unworthy. I was all this stuff. Okay, you're carrying your baggage. So I'm just like, okay, now I have a chance. And so I think that all those lies, what is meant for evil, God will use for good, really instilled a work ethic in me to go above and beyond. It has to be excellent. It has to be good. It has to be to the best. Even like leading worship. Sometimes some churches I walk into, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, it is for God's glory. What is that?
Yeah.
What is the disconnect?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, people won't sing. It's like people aren't singing because the Spirit's not moving. You know, and it's like, come on. So I think that bad situation really worked out for excellence, not perfection. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But I want to do the best that I can do, and I work really hard to make that happen.
It's pretty tough being perfect, honestly. Like it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you laughing at that?
I know you don't know that.
I mean,
Hey, I want
good.
to play a game. Just stop, dude. Dan's the worst part of this podcast, by the way.
it's not easy.
I want to play a game
Buddy.
called the bye-bye game.
Bye bye, love. I'll catch you later. Gotta let put down my accelerator and the rear view mirror torn off. I ain't ever looking back, and that's a fact. I've tried all I can imagine. I begged and pleaded in true lover's fashion. I've got pride. I'm taking it for a ride. Bye bye, bye bye, my baby, bye bye. Yeah.
That's low, but I'll take that first thing
we
in the
go
morning.
up.
Here's the game. Rapid fire. Things in your life that you're saying bye-bye to.
Okay.
Recently,
Oh, I have to name them? I thought you were going to give me multiple
Here's
choice.
mine. No, here's mine. Bye-bye Taco Bell.
Whoa!
I can't do it anymore, man. I try, and every time I was doing something. I got home late the other night, and I stopped at Taco Bell, and I got home and
Weren't feeling so good at 3 a.m. Were you?
I wasn't feeling good leaving the parking lot after taking one bite of the cheesy gordita crunch. It's amazing up here. And it's terrible from here down. It's terrible from here down.
Yeah.
And I told Jordan when I walked.
That burning ring of fire.
Yes. Yeah, I might as well eat it on the toilet. For real.
Okay, we weren't talking about that ring of fire.
Well, that's the ring of fire I was talking about.
That's wrong.
So I told Jordan, I walked in, I was like, hey, I don't think I can ever do it again. I don't think I can ever eat Taco Bell again. So bye-bye, Taco Bell.
Is that the biggest insult as a wife? I got Taco Bell on the way home.
No, I actually screenshotted his location and said, "You're caught."
And I said, ain't no.
Oh, it was like a solo trip? Like he just rolled over to Taco Bell?
I think I was playing, like, I played
You didn't even
late
bring
round
those
of golf.
cinnamon things home for the kids?
No, they'd been in bed for 2. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was post-gig.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't good. It was golf. But
Post-golf Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I told her, I was like, I wasn't
Heaven
trying
you
to
get something
hide.
to eat at the golf club.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
Let's go to Taco Bell.
Dude, I'm a redneck,
Well, at one
bro.
time it was a lot cheaper. Now it would probably be more
That
expensive.
was like 30 bones.
I know. It's insane.
All right, what are you saying bye-bye to, D?
I'm saying bye-bye to wearing Crocs without socks on. Now, look, I'll wear them, but I got to have socks on with them. I got to have socks on with my Crocs,
blisters?
man. It just eats my feet up, dude. I really recently learned. I've been looking at my feet in the shower, and I'm like, what's that spot from? And it's from my Crocs just... Yeah, just peel.
Sport mode.
I know I should.
Yeah.
I love Crocs, and I will be wearing them. We should get a total sponsorship from Crocs.
Oh, no, those Joy Bees are sick, dude.
I've been trying.
Oh, that's what I meant. Well, sorry.
I've been trying. I've worn them on stage.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
It was good.
You have
It was
socks
good.
on?
And so, no, I did not. But my children, my son, just a few years ago, we had gone into a store and he found these gold, like sequin Crocs. And he's like, Mom, you should get these in case you ever have to wear them on stage again. And I did. And I wear them often. I don't know why I didn't wear them today. They would have matched the gold in this. But yeah, I wear them all the time. I can't find those replacements again.
Yeah, they're tough to... Yeah, what you find a good...
The guy that owns Crocs or started Crocs, he lives over in Bellevue.
What?
He's got like...
Should just drop by.
We should. He's the house with all the dinosaurs. out
My
front.
favorite...
What?
My
He has
favorite...
dinosaurs in his yard.
My favorite pair of Crocs were the ones with the furry in them. Remember those?
Boots with the fur. Yeah, I remember.
They were like cold
But you
weather
can only
Crocs.
wear them like 2
Got
months out
your
of the year.
Wrangler jeans, Crocs with the fur, and the whole world looking at.
Hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Done it down.
Crocs get low. Yeah.
You did it. Don't laugh at
you
us.
did it.
You
We just
started
followed.
it.
Okay, I can
Don't
make
get
a
us.
song out of
Yeah,
anything.
We'll
Hey,
go.
what's something you're saying bye to in your life? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't know. Bye bye. I wasn't prepped for this. What am I saying bye bye to?
Anything you want to say bye-bye to? Or have recently. Maybe there's something you've...
ever.
Yeah, you said a bye-bye to this.
I said bye bye to a lot of things. Mostly toxic people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I'm in that stage in my life.
It is very important who you surround yourself with. And it's and like in the last few weeks, I have really because we had album release, CMA Fest, like a whole 6 months of this year. My life has been nothing but chaos. And I sat down and I am like, this is ridiculous. I am so unplugged from, like, I had to do an SPCA at Bible study, which is scripture, principle, conviction, application. So, and I said, guys, I don't have it because I haven't sat down with my Bible in the last week. And I'm like, and I'm sick about it, whatever. They're like, oh, well, this is your SPCA, actually. You know, I said, I haven't been able to be still. And no, I haven't been able to be still and be with the Lord. And so, you know, that whole chaotic season. And then here we are on the flip side of it. I'm like, I don't really know that was worth it. It wasn't really worth giving up my time with the Lord.
Wow.
Right?
Man, that's
like,
cool.
You know, woo, did we come out with the #1 record? No. Did we do that? It's like, okay, but, you know, was it
worth it?
Was it worth it?
That's,
was it really worth giving up my time with the Lord?
Yeah.
No. And so I really just started to plug in to my sisters in Christ. And I'm like, hey, just saying hey, and I'm going to touch base with you every day, even if it's hello. I was talking to a friend of mine on the way in. We've been friends for 10 years. We go months without talking. I'm like, nope, that's not happening. She was praying for me before I came in. just really to plug in and just get rid of the toxic people, because who you surround yourself is very important, because that's what you conform to, is those who are around you.
Amen, man. Amen to that.
Yeah. Wow. Good word. Again, another good word.
All right. Let's Broom Tree Haven. I just want to.
The love of my life.
I want to give you the platform to just. I don't even want to ask you a question about it. I just want you to go.
If you are a billionaire, come and call me.
Hey.
If you are a billionaire, come and call me. I got your tax write-off waiting right here. If you are a billionaire, come and call me. Call me. Call me. No, this is why I say this. My greatest desire. And it's formed. So the ministry technically is formed. The name of the ministry is formed.
Wait a second. I think we need to clean up the billionaire thing. Why do you need a billionaire to call you?
Why do we need a billionaire?
Real quick.
Because all these Californians have come to Tennessee.
Oh, no.
And have raised the price so that those who were raised in Tennessee or who have lived here for 40 plus years can no longer afford to live here.
Right.
And my ministry requires a lot of land.
So if you are a
billionaire, come and call me.
I said now.
If you are a millionaire, come and call me. Oh, it's a billionaire. See, I even just backed it down a few
backed
zeros.
it down.
And then, here's the deal. I have had such a desire in my heart to offer a safe space and to love those that are under the crush of the industry, whether it is country music, athletes, people in the public eye, because the scrutiny is constant, and there's a moment where you lose yourself. And so as we are trying to find property, we need a lot of acreage, right? Somebody comes out, Tim Tebow comes out, sorry, Tim, it's just an example, with his family. He wants to be left alone, right? Yeah. To reconnect with his family. The whole premise of Broom Tree Haven is the Old Testament. Elijah was a prophet being chased down by Jezebel. He was the last living prophet. And Queen Jezebel was going to kill him. She's like, all my armies are out looking for you, dude. You're dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, God, just take me now. I have nothing left. I am exhausted. I have been doing this work and I can't even lift my arms. So he goes and he lies under a broom tree where the angel of the Lord comes and says, wake, eat, drink. And this happens until Elijah has enough strength so he can get back up and walk back out on his own 2 feet and continue the work.
Get back into the battle.
Continue the work that God has for him to do. So that's where Broom Tree Haven comes from, is to take someone who has like, I got to step away. I got to step away for a minute. And we've seen it over and over and over. I have a list of people that have done that since November of last year that are just like, they're under the crush.
And they're doing it publicly. Like they're doing it almost like they're asking for help. Like they
have to, because there are fans that bought tickets to shows and they're like, look, please understand. And the fan doesn't necessarily always understand, but I understand. I understand the crush. I understand the expectation. I understand, like, even when you have nothing left to give, people want something from you. And that's exhausting. I saw a documentary on an artist, and I'm not going to say because I don't want to call this person out, who at the end of the documentary was so exhausted. And I remember this person coming off stage, sitting down, and they were like, hey, this family, in the front row, the mother has stage 4 cancer, And she's like, bring him back. And I said to my manager, I said, you have to understand, most artists are empaths, right? We will absorb and take on the emotion and the feeling and the energy of people that we come in contact with. And so so you live your story, you live your story, you live your story. I live my story and every story of anyone I ever meet. And that weight becomes heavy. And so I want Broom Tree Haven to be a safe space to reconnect with who God created you to be. Because there are so many voices around saying you need to do this, you need to be there, you need to wear this, you need to look like that, you have to act this way, you need to speak this, be sure and say that. Do you know what I mean? And
totally.
That who you are, who you started off as, is so lost and so buried.
Wow.
And so why do we need a billionaire? Because the land is so grossly expensive here someone's like, why don't you do such and such with Oprah in Maui? And I'm like, that's lovely. However, when you come off of that bus, the last thing you want to do is travel. You'll drive 30 minutes out of town or 40 minutes out of town to shut off from the world for a couple of days and be loved. And loving you can just mean leave you alone.
100%.
I want to have, but if you have but you don't understand. You don't understand what it's like to have 15 people controlling my life, my schedule. It's like I can sit there on the porch and say, yes, I do.
Yeah, I get you.
You don't know what it's like to screw up in front of the world. Yeah, I do. You don't know what it feels like when people make fun of you and they tear you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You know what I mean? And so it's there. It's not necessary. My job is to love them in a way where they can be at peace. Let God do his work. Let God remind them who they are, how special they are, how important they are, with what purpose they were created.
Sure.
You know, and that's not my job. I can share Jesus with you, but it is Holy Spirit's job to save you. I can't save you.
No doubt.
Right.
But that place will be saturated and drenched with prayer before even a non-believer comes out there. That's totally fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I just want to offer a safe space for someone. And so I do have to say this. I do want to have the land. I want to have a horse barn in case someone has a horse and they can't afford to keep them here in Nashville, whatever. Keep them out there. If that's where you find your peace, if that's where you find the Lord, let's facilitate that. I want to have mini Highland cows because they bring people joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come out there and I want to have a pond that's stocked because this is hypothetical. I'm sorry, Tim Tebow, I keep using you as an example.
Look, so can we come? If you have a stock pond, can we come?
Well, that's the thing. If
We'll
Tim
pay.
comes out there with his family, right? You shut off from the world. You can go out there with your kids and fish.
Yeah.
You can go pet the cows.
Yeah.
You could see, you know, they're just whatever. You know, just things to plug you back into the earth, plug you back into God's creation.
Into
you
real,
are.
And
into real
the
authenticity.
real
Yeah.
to
stuff,
reel in fish,
tangible
right.
realness.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of money, which I don't have.
So if
You
you
are a billionaire, come and call me. If you were a billionaire, come and call. Tax write-off.
D.
Oh, if
come and
you-
call D, dude. Joe D.
Come and call Joe D.
Yeah, there you go. Look,
See, we're
we're
right.
writing a song.
Now we're
together.
right.
That's
We
right.
just started.
Turn the cameras off. We're done.
But that's my heart because, you know, we're losing a lot of folks to this whole facade, you know, and it can be acting. It can be. There was a thing that Michael Phelps and Simone Biles did where they were like, you don't get it. Like the constant crush and they're like, you don't understand. Like, they're
It's
like,
impossible to understand.
like,
You say crush, and that is very
Crush.
accurate.
That is
is
it.
very accurate.
And I will say that to
The
my
weight
friends.
of
I'm like,
everything.
oh, they're in the crush. They're in the crush right now.
Yeah.
And I wish I had my ministry up and running. And I wish people are like, well, you want to buy land and then you can build. And I'm like, but the need for it is right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, God, just help us find that property. Help us find the space that's there. There is a property. I can't even get onto it because they're like, well, we need to see proof. It is a California owned California realtor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're playing in the high dollars. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't know if this is the property.
Yeah.
Can I walk it? Because I went onto a property that was $20 million and it was beautiful, but it wasn't the place for the ministry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
Sure.
so I was like, can I just come out and see the property? And the realtor was like, nope, must see proof of funds if you want to come out here. Well, she didn't have that accent because she ain't from here.
You know, I think and when you talk about that crush, I just kind of want to lean into that for a second. I think, and you could probably speak to this. Do you feel like it's heavier now with social media?
Absolutely.
And the constant scrutiny, and also like the constant videoing and the constant. I mean, there's always proof of a screw up, and there's like back in the day, you could screw up and there'd be one camera angle.
You could hide, bro.
Now
You
they've
can't
got
hide.
like 500,000.
hide
I
anymore.
don't mean to be crass. I don't mean this in a crass way,
Sure.
right? But you can't walk off a stage and fix a wedgie without someone posting it.
Oh yeah, that's
right?
what I mean.
Or you know
Yeah,
what? It's
that's
like,
what I mean.
oh shoot, my pantyhose have a run. I'm gonna try to hide
Sure.
it like under my shorts. And you go side stage and you try to, nope, someone's filming it. And then it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Then you're embarrassed because it's like, oh dang, I wanted to put on the show and my outfit.
And then
ripped.
people
Or
are not only embarrassed, like people are commenting on
They're
it. And
mocking
people,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
what is that Laney and Ella say? How's your mama's basement?
I don't know that, but that's awesome. And
Come on, you haven't seen
Little
that?
keyboard warrior, man.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, it's so funny because Lainey had said that at CMA Awards, where thank you, she gave me a shout out because I sent her scripture before she went on, and I was like, hey, I just read scripture to her in an audio voice message, and she's like, I want to thank Jody for this and this and that, and she's like, all you people in your mama's basement, trying to get us girls to hate one another, find something better to do. And then somebody commented on Ella's thing like, she ain't even playing the guitar. Or something, just hateful. And she responded with, how's your mama's basement?
How's your mama's basement?
Man, seeing them girls, we've watched them girls come up through Sony, man.
Yeah, those are people, man.
It's fun. It's fun because that's who they are. That's who they've been since the very beginning. They were those girls. They talk like that.
Unapologetically.
They sang like that.
Yeah.
They walk like that.
Yeah.
That's who they are. You cannot go point to those two females and say, oh, they're cosplaying country.
Or Nashville changed them. No, absolutely.
They are 100% who they were the day they showed up.
Yeah, and that's why I believe that's why they're in the positions that they're in.
And because good for them. I think they're great representatives.
Your little girl, my little girl knows every Ella Langley song ever. And
they've been so sweet.
And absolutely.
And you don't have to be a girl. Just so you know, half my kids' friends are Ella fellas.
Oh, fellas,
for sure. No, her songs
my
are
nephew. Okay, so my nephew comes out and he'll shoot some social content and whatever. And I did a few things with Ella and he was there. First time, she's like, okay, yeah, nice to meet you, whatever. Second time, she's like, hey. And forget it. He was gone.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's like, hey. Like she recognized me. She's like, hey, how you doing, bud? Good to see you, whatever. He's like sporting the Ella fella shirt.
I love it. I gotta get my son one. My 3-year-old's like, I just gotta go poop so bad.
Sure she loves
that. Hey, your new album, Bridges.
Yes.
It's your first studio album in more than a decade.
Wait, Britches? Is that what you said? Britches?
Speaking of that, no.
Flowery Britches.
Flowery Britches.
And it centers around forgiveness and healing and motherhood and personal growth.
Reflection,
wisdom,
perspective.
What took you a decade? What
I was raising kids.
Okay.
Feel
like
that.
What took you a decade? And like people are like, oh well, I was always touring. That's how we paid the bills. Not child support. My kid's daddy don't believe in child support. So that's how I paid the bills. I was constantly touring, working, but I was raising kids. So I was, in Carline. I was volunteering at school. I was at drop-off, pickup, hockey practices, games, baseball practices, baseball game. Like I was raising my kids. And then as they got older, they're both teenagers now. So as they got older, I started writing songs more, and writers were like, oh man, you should record this. And then like, well, I don't know. Like I'd love to have someone else cut my songs. I'd love to have someone else cut one of my songs that I wrote.
Me too.
Same.
What a joy that would be, right? Can you imagine like seeing someone else sing something that you write?
Kind of, but
that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yes, it's unbelievable
for me,
feeling.
it's never happened.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that. Ben Fuller did. We wrote a song together and we sang it together.
Oh, he's great.
But I would love to see somebody like out there just sing something that I wrote. It would slay me. So I started writing songs, and co-writers like, you need to put this on a record. You need to make a record. I'm like, hey guys, I don't have the huge machine behind me that I once had.
Sure.
I don't have the money to pour into something. I don't have the production team. I don't have the market. I don't have all that stuff. And so I couldn't even tell you how to put a record together these days,
Just pop it in soon.
We're not going, reel to reel here, or whatever that, on the tape. Yeah. Just kidding. But so one of my writers was a producer, David Spencer, and he's like, you want to put a record together? I'll help you.
That's cool.
Like, I'll help you put a record together. And he ended up producing the whole album.
Wow.
And so we put it together and released it without the big machine, and we'll see how it does. Buy the record. Stream it.
What songs are you most proud of?
All of them.
Nice.
For one reason or another, Welcome to the Show is how it opened.
Yeah.
What is that about? Do you know?
Welcome to the Show?
Yeah.
No, not really.
You have no idea. He rides in on his painted pony, master of the ceremony. He's controlling
That's right, his parade.
All the things you know.
Yeah, his parade, yeah.
I had that ticket, rode that ride, found out where the secrets hide, know the places you're about to go.
It feels like music business.
Oh, welcome to the show. That was written, it's funny. It's a spoof, you know, like even the way I sing it. Flying monkeys play their parts. Magic show display the art of making the illusion look so real. But every circus must leave town. All the acrobats and clowns leave with the amusing way they made you feel. So, and the chorus is, big top, bright lights, what you see. It's all part of make-believe. Living in a fantasy. Oh, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It was written from a place of brokenheartedness, not jealousy or envy, but meeting the new love interest of a former person that you were involved with who was narcissistic.
Wow.
And it's like, I know this is so, the bridge. Everything seems perfect now. Oh, but when the lights go down, you will stop and wonder how you thought it all was real. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and the second verse is, love bombing is his parade, plays into the big charade, lavender haze thick so you can't know. Everybody loves the circus, did my time and it's not worth it. Had my seat in center front row. Welcome to the show. And it's like, it came from a heartbroken, like, oh yeah, you're one of those flying monkeys. That's a psychological term of someone who believes the lies and will fight for them. Oh yeah? Well, you need to tell her. You need to, and I'm like, and you're lost in it. Right now, you're lost. But once you're so far in, that's when it'll flip. And that's when you'll go, what the heck is going on? And it's like, keep my number. Because I've been down
I've been there before, yeah.
And I literally remember walking away going, well, welcome to the show.
Yeah, best of luck.
Welcome to the show. I'm like, I see that. I know that. You know, and I see you all over him. Why isn't he all over you?
Yeah.
You know, I see you giving him all the attention. Yeah. I see you walking with him. Why is he so far in front of you? What, you know, and it's like, it'll come. But it came from a place of brokenheartedness, not anything else. It's just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, can you
You're
tell
heading. I hit that wall that you're running towards so fast. Going,
you
look at me, look at me.
you don't
I'm
even see
running
it
fast.
coming.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't even see it
and
Telling
coming.
you to hit the brakes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me about Can Anybody?
Ooh. Can anybody see me? Can anybody find me? Can anybody tell I'm not this strong? Does anybody need me? Do they even know I'm hiding? Can anybody feel me hanging on? Can anybody?
Come on, man.
What a heartbreak. What made me put pen to paper
yeah, that's
for
what I
that
want to
song.
know. Yep.
Now, I had seen, you know, people feel invisible. People feel, we all know of people who have taken their lives because no one can see the pain and the angst that they're in, and they're living it, and they've walked in it so long that it has ended in a not wonderful way.
Sure.
And that has devastated me. But what made me put pen to paper was a teenager said, I don't think my mom or my dad hear a single thing I say. It's like I'm invisible in my own home.
Wow.
And I was like, poof. Can anybody see me? Can anybody find me? And so I sent that over to Ethan Hull. So I was like, hey, is this a verse or a chorus? And he's like, well, that's the chorus. And I was like, lost and I'm trying to know where I belong. That's like the helplessness of all of us.
Sure.
But I saw that in this teenager. The cost is I'm buying all this time alone, trying to find my way so that I'm not on my own. And then Ethan sends over, I've got a history of trying to save myself. But God, if you're listening, I'm crying out for help, pretending that I'm fine while I'm screaming out inside. Can anybody see me?
How do you just know your key and remember all those
Well, I don't know.
words?
We have a game that we play actually on the bus where they'll name a song and I'll sing it and see if I get the right key. But anyways, that's a whole different story. But
Did you find your place? Like, did you find yourself in that teenager shoes through the music industry? Like,
I think we all feel that way.
No, for sure. But like at the top of your run, at the top of your success, like, did fame make you lonelier?
It does, because you can't go, right? You can't talk about it to anybody because everyone's like, blah, 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 you know, they just spit it out. I remember this. And then again, I've referenced this before. People call it imposter syndrome, but actually if you go back a generation, it's low self-esteem. It's, low, self-worth.
Yeah.
I remember playing Texas Stadium. I was opening up for the George Strait tour. I went out there, I sang my songs, and the rumble of the audience was so loud, it shook the stage. Just the audience. And I remember, I wish somebody had a picture. I stood there, I dropped the mug to my side, and I'm looking at all those people. And I'm thinking, I don't belong here. I don't fit in. Do you know what I mean? And now they call it imposter syndrome.
And they're all looking at you.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying in that moment, you're part of the reason those people are there, sitting on stage going, I don't belong here.
Right.
Because the enemy's telling you that you don't. And the enemy's telling
it's like,
you
you're not worth being here.
Exactly.
You're not worthy of this.
No doubt.
And so, yeah, that was a moment, where you're up there and you're in front of everybody, but you feel so alone.
Who'd you lean on in moments like that?
I don't know that I had that core group. I did have a manager whose father was a priest, not a priester, a preacher. I was going to say a preacher, pastor.
I like priester.
But
I like
priester. A preacher. And I used to get so frustrated with we're dear friends to this day. As a matter of fact, his granddaughter, I teach in worship. Now, she's like 3. But he would not go into those dog fights, and I'd be like, you need to get in there and you need to fight. And he was like, no, Joe, I'm not going to do it. I just going to be a good guy all the time. He still is. Everybody loves him, and he's still a guy. He's no longer in the industry. He's a liaison from one of the hospitals, between the hospital and the industry. And he was the closest thing to God. And I think that God put me in that situation with him as my manager at the time.
Wow.
Tell me.
What?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Absolutely. I just want to give you another platform for a second and let you say what's on your heart. Like, tell us about the Jesus you know.
Oh, the Jesus I know sits at the table with the sinner. No soul is so low he won't deliver. If they tell you where you are is somewhere he'll never go, then they don't know the Jesus I know. Because he met me in the low. There are so many people that attend church and they're like, look at that person. Can you do that? Oh my gosh, can you believe she's wearing that? Oh, and look at all them tattoos. Oh gosh, she don't know the Lord. Guys, we're all here to get to know him. And it's like you start running your mouth about someone's imperfection and you are pushing them away from the Lord. If you can sit up there and say, I've messed up, I've screwed up, I'm a hot mess, I'm not perfect, but my heart is for the Lord. Like, I want to know him. I want to follow him. I have an ache in me. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you're to come alongside of those people and show them how many times you cannot approach somebody off the street and say, what you're doing is sin, because what you're doing is driving them into the arms of the enemy.
Yeah.
It takes relationship. It takes, looking at you and going, look at how flawed I am. Look at this, look at that. And that opens the door to someone going, maybe, I've really been feeling something about this. And it's like, well, that's the spirit. You cannot change someone. Your words will not change someone.
That's right.
You can blast them out and tell them what they're doing wrong and all this other stuff. That is not love. That's not what Jesus looks like. He hung out with the prostitutes, with the gamblers, with the drunkards. He hung out with all those people to show them what love looks like.
That's right.
The greatest thing is love your neighbor, right? And it's like the greatest commandment. It's like, can we get to know him? Can we get to listen to the Holy Spirit as opposed to I wrote something down where look, just so
Look at it. Look at it.
And this is about worship, right? This is about a worship leader. And so literally it says, I see people who speak of God with a heart position of being right. Oh, don't do that. Well, Bible said don't do. Jesus said don't do.
Law,
oh, you don't.
right?
Oh, yeah,
Law.
yeah. You got to understand when they talk about the law, it's not rules. Go back to what the law is. It's the Torah. It's the way things go. It's the lay of the land. It's the lay of, how the family structure. It's, how property is developed. It's more than just, the 10 Commandments. Because the 10 Commandments, you can lay them out as a law as we see, but really it's about relationship with the Lord.
No doubt.
All of the Bible is him revealing himself.
Right.
If you cheat, then you hide and you feel shame, which hides you from the Lord. If you lie, you hide. This is about relationship with the Lord. That's what the commandments are. They're not like, well, you do this, you're going to hell. You do that, you're going to hell. It's like, and you gotta understand, to murder someone, you can just have hateful thoughts about them in your head and you're done. You've done that. That's how sinful we are, right? We don't even realize it. And so it's about relationship. So I did write, people who speak of God in a position of being right, like to win an argument, that's pride driven, which is the number one first sin that got Satan thrown out of heaven. And so if we truly know God, then we understand his greatness and our position, how small we are, how grateful we should be, how reverent worship is.
That's right.
And so my whole thing was, we are not boastful. We need to be saturated in gratitude beyond our own comprehension. Worship is a heart position, and it comes from a place of reverence, adoration, and a place of gratitude.
Yeah.
And so, because, I've been asked to lead worship here and there, and people are like, well, we just need you to sing the notes. We just need to get up there. Ain't nobody going to be able to follow you. If you can. And I'm like, so quench.
Yeah.
So quench the
What
spirit.
you want. What you
Quench the spirit.
Yeah.
And you're wondering why the church isn't singing along.
right. That's
They
right.
see I'll never forget going to see Michael W. Smith face down in worship. He got as low as he could go. And there was nothing more moving than that. It brought the whole place to its knees. And it was just like, it was years ago, but I just remember he was just face down. I am not worthy. Like in the sense of like, you are so holy. And it was just such a reverent position. And some people, if I ever got down on my knees during worship, they'd be like, oh, get up. Oh, you get me. You're going to freak out the older people. You know what I mean? It's like,
People are leaving.
Oh, about that, they're going to leave.
They're getting their cameras out.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. But yeah, I mean, we did the greatest thing I want to do. CMA Fest, I did that. We halved every song. We did pieces of every song. And the only song that was a full performance was a worship song. And it was like reverent, like some guys like, well, you might have wanted to lower the key. It looks like you're straining a little bit. And I'm like, oh, you have to understand I was gasping for air because I was so filled that I was like, I couldn't breathe. It was like bigger than me.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I was reaching. Yeah, I was struggling. There you go, brother. But have you ever worshiped in a space that was so beyond you, your physical body couldn't contain it?
Pretty cool.
It's hard
And
to
it's
sing.
like, so
hard to
that's
speak.
what that statement says to me is, I hope someday you worship in the spirit where you were just so overtaken that it doesn't matter who's looking. It's just you and God in that moment.
Wow.
Man,
What a cool interview, man. That was awesome.
I cannot believe it's been an hour.
I know.
It's been probably longer than that.
Hour 7.
She's standing up. So, oh, geez, what is it? Oh, jeepers creepers. Now I was flawed.
Man,
Sorry.
I personally just want to say thank you for being a vessel this morning to, like I said, to me, and just preaching truth and speaking truth and coming in the way you came in and joyful and grateful. And man, what an honor and pleasure it's been to sit across from you and listen to you.
Thank you.
Share your heart and your life a little bit.
You're a real life
with
singer
us.
too, man.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Sheesh.
This
I
voice
knew.
is trashed.
I knew, but no.
In the
It
best-
is
in the best
trashed
way.
now. I was like, we just get back from 6 shows in 9 days.
It's
That
a
is
national treasure.
on
dude.
different time zones too. So it's like my body doesn't, you know what I mean? You're singing at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. And it's like, you know.
You sound
so
great.
I'm looking forward to sleeping for a few days.
Yeah.
What's
That's the first thing that goes is your voice. You ever notice that people that are like on the campaign trail or whatever, they don't sleep, their voice goes.
That's right.
It's the first thing that goes. Sleep.
What's next for you? What's the rest of 2026 look
man.
like? What does the next 5 years for Jody Messina look like?
Oh, I'm hoping. So I have 20 days off, which is absurd during the summer. And I'm really looking forward to, I'm going to meet with CMA grant committee about the ministry and see about that. I'm going to start heavy fundraising for the ministry to get that established, because that is the biggest, like, the artists are just blowing up and getting crushed right now. And there's such a need for the ministry. And like, I want to get that up and running. That's such a big goal for me. But we are out on the Bridges tour. We do share the gospel wherever we go. We share the love of Christ wherever we go, even if it's off the stage.
Sure.
And so we get in the community, we get with the audience. So we have the Bridges tour right now. Get your tickets. Go look and see where the dates are. We're doing that through the end of the year. It's now rolling over into next year already, though. But mainly focusing on the Bridges album, the message behind it, the tour dates, really trying to establish the ministry, and help spread the word of God.
Man, that's so great. That's so great.
It's awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us. You're amazing. You've got a great story. We've enjoyed every second of it. Your voice is nuts. Do you want to do a Gravert?
Oh yeah. Well, I have to do the current moment.
Do it.
When I heard this, it was the simplicity of being plugged, like really, like where my heart is, being plugged into who you really are, being plugged into your creativity, who God created you to be, and the simpleness of that. And so I'm not to, be going with everybody else, but when I first heard this song before the album was released, and she sent it to me, and I was like, I heard a clip of this. I got to have it. And she's like, I'll send it to you. And so Ella sent me Love and Life Again. And I just love the simplicity of it and the life that simplicity brings.
You can give us a chorus?
Oh, I'll give you a chorus. Let me see. I'm going to see if I remember the words here.
We'll see if I remember the chords here.
Okay, let's try it. I have to lean forward. I have to move the mic away from me because my voice is big.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like that, I'm back to loving life again. Dreaming dreams about back home, riding on the wind. When I close my eyes, I find some peace in the back of my mind. Underneath them pines when I'm jumping on that quarter horse and just like that, I'm back to loving life again.
Jody Messina, what a light you are, man.
Oh, thank you.
Man,
I
thank
still
you.
love it, Ella. I got an advance copy and I still love it.
Hey, thank you for hanging out with us.
Sure, thank you.
Check her out on the road. Check Some Bridges out everywhere you can listen to your music. Thank you so much. Anything we can do to help your ministry or you, please let us know. I will be shouting it from the mountaintops because I think what you're doing is incredible, and I think it's ordained and
necessary.
And
I love that you see that. There are some people, like one of my pastors is like, it's so needed. And every time I see somebody go, I got to step back, I'll send it to him, and he's like, it's so needed. It's
get
needed.
on TikTok, get on Instagram, and you can see how needed it is.
Yeah.
You really can. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jody Messina, everybody out in God's country.
Come back. We come back?
Yeah.
Hey, for coming on, we've got a little present for you.
You reach them?
Just like that.
They feel really light.
I'm back.
They're very light.
Tacova's going to present you with a pair of boots, and we've got you a little gift bag with some Tacticam, reveal cameras, and whatever else
sharp
you
knife.
want to take.
Big old sharp knife for you.
Last week, I was in the store and bought a pair, my third, because we have a song called Where the Cowboys Ride, and it starts off, Pearl snap shirt, brand new Tacovas. No dust on them soles.
I did. I looked down at mine. I was like, I need some dirt on these, dude. I need to get some dirt on these snake skins.
You do. Daddy's cash bought that Tacoma that don't drive down dirt roads.
Same. He's got a Tacoma that Daddy bought.
You should see it.
And it doesn't drive down dirt roads, does it?
Daddy didn't buy it.
I am so grateful for this because I have been trying to get something going with these people for a very long time.
Hey, Jody, thank you for coming on again. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. And we'll see you next time out in God's country. Peace.